All right, guys, so I apologize for the noise in the background, but we're here at a stunning home in the outskirts of San Antonio. You may have heard of a little town called Castroville. Well, if you're moving to San Antonio and you want to be out in the country, but still near some really great amenities, some great views, and some great people, this is the home for you. And don't let me forget, there's two things that I want to show you in this house that you're not going to find in any other house in San Antonio. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, so the first thing, as soon as you walk in here, the first thing that I notice is this really heavy door. It's made out of some really heavy steel, and I gotta close the door. You can barely hear that skid steer out there. But anyway, this door is a solid metal door. And what I like about it is that it has these big panels of glass that just let in all the light. But as we walk over here towards the main part of the house, you're gonna see as soon as we get past this area right here, it's gonna really open up. Right here is a really special room, but we're not gonna show it to you yet. I want you to focus on this right here, which is a dining room. Not a lot of people have formal dining rooms anymore, but this really lends to the actual entrance to the house because it kind of opens it up. It shows that it's formal. I mean, you have these really big, tall ceilings. Those are about 16-foot ceilings there. So you have plenty of space. It feels nice and open. There's not, have you ever walked into a house and it just feels really closed? Well, this isn't that house. And if we walk over here, if you work from home, this is the perfect office. So you have this office, it's probably about a 13 by 13 foot office, but you can sit here and do all your work and take care of business. You have these windows that let in all this light. But the best thing about it is that you can actually close the doors that are behind you and you can have some privacy. So if you're sitting at home and you're watching TV, or maybe you're on your computer and you're thinking about moving to San Antonio, I'd love to help you. If we haven't met before, my name is Jesse Lopez. I'm a real estate broker here in San Antonio and I specialize in relocations. So there's a QR code right here. Just hit that QR code. We can set up a time to chat. But here's the thing is if you've never been here, you definitely need an ally to help you. So I'd love to be that person. All right, let's continue on with this tour here. So this is a really nice office again. If you work from home, that's great. Or maybe you just want to have a hobby room, you can use that as well. So let's come on over here. As soon as you walk in a little bit further, you have your guest bathroom. So your powder room. And what I like about this powder room is that it is kind of tucked away. So your guests, as they're using the bathroom, they're not going to be, bothering anyone else. They're not within earshot of other people. And the best part is they're not in your private space. So you have a two-piece bathroom right here. Again, tall ceilings. I mean, look at the framework. Look at the big old baseboards that they put on here. I love the tile work, the contrast and the colors. And if you watch some of my videos before, I always talk about textures and shapes and patterns and all that stuff. And of course, you have a coat closet so your friends can hang their coats there. But I'm going to be honest with you. If you're moving to San Antonio, throw away the coats. You're not going to need them if it gets extremely hot here. But, oh yeah, let's go back over here. I want to show you this one room. So this is one of the features at this house. And when I came in here, I actually came in here to show it to a client yesterday. It blew my socks off because one, I love elegant things. And two, I like to put smiles on people's faces. This has a big metal door, just like the other one, right? But what's behind the metal door is what's really the gem here. So as you walk in here, check this out. You have a wine room. Like, I hope I don't drop this. Look at California roots. If you're coming from California, we already have your roots here. I know, I'm dumb. But anyway, you have this nice little wine room. You have the wine fridge. You can, if you like to drink wine, this is definitely a nice feature. You have these cupboards. You could put more wine glasses. The only thing that I will say is the builder really missed the mark a little bit by not putting a sink. So I would put a sink here so you could at least wash the glasses and get ready for the next glass of wine. But other than that, it's a beautiful room. But what I like about it is this big heavy metal door. It's just like, that says quality right there. All right, let's head over to the heart of the home. These nice big open walls, not open walls, open hallways, so you're not like fumbling over yourself or anything. Plenty of room. It makes it feel nice and open. So if you don't know, Castroville, as I mentioned in the intro, is a small little town that's to the west of San Antonio. A lot of people like to live out here because it is actually, it's funny because they call it Alsace, right? Alsace is a little region in France, but when we spoke to some people from there, they're like, no, we're our own little country, but it's in between France and Germany. So a lot of people think Castroville is a German town. And I guess it is because there's some German people that live here. But anyway, it gives you that old world feel. Like if you've ever lived in Europe, you've ever lived in Germany or France, I mean, it just feels that way. And the people are so friendly. It's a small knit community. But check out this right here. This is the other thing that really blew my mind. When I was showing this home, I walked in here and it wasn't this house. It was an actual house that was empty. And this just looked like a ballroom. So you have, I mean, that is probably about, I'm gonna guess, about 40 or 50 feet of just open space. So it doesn't matter if you have a large family, maybe you have, 20 people in your family, maybe 30 people that are going to come over here for Christmas or for Thanksgiving or for Easter or whatever the celebration you're going to have. Like you have plenty of space here. Actually, you could probably throw a football in here and not hurt anything. But what I like about this and what I like about the open concept homes is that you can be anywhere here, right? So you can be here in the kitchen, you could be sitting on the island, you could be sitting in the dining room table, or maybe even over here in the living area, and you're still gonna be within earshot of everyone. And then bonus, check this out. This is a feature that we've shown you in homes that are $1 million. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this home is not $1 million. You can now sit even more people. So you have this outdoor space and then you can go all the way, like, check this out, like from here to there is probably about 60 or 70 feet. So there's a lot of space, a lot of room for family and friends. If you like to entertain and you like to have people over, this is a perfect house for you. So let's go take a look at the details in the kitchen. So as we walk into the kitchen, the thing that stands out first off is the two tones, right? So you have these kind of a greenish, bluish color, and then you have this natural wood. So you have like a maple look, and then you have the green. So it's a two-tone. You have your typical farmhouse sink. This is something that my client really fell in love with. He loves the farmhouse sink. And then you have this massive island that you could sit about 4 or 5 people comfortably. And in case you're wondering, and you like to cook like I do, I love cooking, but I don't want to cook in an electric stove. This is a gas community, so you can have this nice range. This is like a 36-inch range right here with gas. And this is a special feature, that another one that my client liked, the pot filler. It's funny that the pot fillers are so popular, like people really want them, but literally the only thing it saves you is filling a pot here and moving it here. But hey, guess what? If you got a pot filler, if I had one, trust me, I would use it too. So you have this nice custom cabinetry. I mean, the quality is not like anything you're gonna find in a track builder home. This is actually really nice quality. They actually covered the vent hood with it, so they dressed it up. They made it look really nice. Of course, you have a dishwasher, and then you have your oven and your microwave here. And then you have your dry storage. So you can put your pantry stuff here, collect all your Costco goods in there. And then you have this nice refrigerator. The refrigerator is dressed up with a built-in cabinet, so it doesn't look like in my house. I'm embarrassed to say this, but you have like cereal boxes up here and all kinds of stuff that clutters up in here. Now you can just stick them in the drawers where they belong. Now coming back to the living area, or excuse me, to the dining area. Again, the other thing that I like about this house is all the counter space. Check out all this counter space. So as my client and I were talking, we were like, man, this is just a lot of storage area. So you have these nice long storage drawers that you could put pots and pans, or you could put maybe dishes for all your guests that are in here, coming over for dinner. And there's gonna be just so much room. They have a coffee station here. You can put, just your imagination is the only thing that's gonna limit you. Charcuterie boards, chafing dishes, like look, more cabinets, more counter space, tons of space, right? And then we come into the living area. So the living area is separated a little bit, but you're still within earshot of everyone else. But look at this. You have these nice built-in cabinets right next to it. You have a fireplace. You have this nice mantle. Just imagine putting a Christmas wreath up there, maybe a painting or something like that. But you have plenty of space here. It doesn't feel cramped up. And if there's people here conversing and having a good time and you want to walk through, you don't have to worry about disturbing them because there's just all this space in between the living area and the wall. So there's a lot of room to navigate, to move around, and just again, it just is very open. It just feels very, very convenient. So let's go ahead and take a look at this over here. I want to show you the laundry room. So this house is actually, you can get it in two different ways. You can have a laundry room here, or this could be the third garage space. It's going to be a tandem garage because on the other side of that door, you have a 2-car garage. The one that my client is thinking about buying, it has a 2-car garage, and then this is a tandem garage. So this is not here, but this can definitely be done if you want it. Now, again, this is, I have told you, like I like laundry rooms. I like that they have windows, but this is just extra, right? Like look at all this room. I don't know what I would do with this. I don't know if I put more cabinets here or if I would put a table, maybe a folding table or something, but this is just, you have so much room in this house that it just opens it right up. It feels great. And yeah, of course, a sink to pre-soak things and get things washed up. So let's go ahead and head over here to 2 of the bedrooms. So these next 2 bedrooms are a Jack and Jill. So they share a bathroom in between them. But what I want to show you is that look at the ceiling height. They're nice and tall. You have a big window here. This is a full-size bed and you still have plenty of room. This is perfect for your teenager, maybe a preteen, maybe even a smaller toddler, but it's definitely a lot of room that you can, live in. You have this big dresser right there and you have this huge closet. Again, I love closets. My client and I were talking about it, and he did find me on YouTube. He goes, oh, look, they have that rod up there. And it wasn't this house, but it was a different house. And it just makes me feel good because he was like, that rod's up there, Jesse. I was like, yeah, they did it. They listened to me. This builder didn't listen to me. They just put one. But again, I will put a second one, maybe move this up a little bit, put a third one. You can hang your coats up there because like I said, you're not going to need them. Then you move into the bathroom. But before I go in there, check this out. This is an idea, right? Like I like that this builder painted the doors a different color. So it gives it that contrast. Typically the doors are white, the trim is white and everything's white. But I love that they actually put some forethought into it, painted the doors a different color and just made it look a little bit different. These doors really pop. That was a real pop. All right. So this bathroom shares, this is the bathroom that these 2 rooms share. You have a dual vanity. So each occupant of the room has their own space. They have their own drawers down here. And then you have a shower tub combo right over there. All right, and then this is bedroom number 2. So I love, again, how they do the different treatments here. This is, again, another, actually, this one looks like a queen size bed. You have this nice window that brings in all this light. This is a more of a feminine look, which I'm absolutely in love with. I love it. And one thing that I didn't mention that you can't tell on the camera is my feet. Is this carpet feels pretty plush. So the padding on it is extra. Not extra like extra charge. It's extra like as in extra comfortable, but it really feels real good. And then you have your closet over here, which is also pretty decent sized closet. I will put another rail on top and one in the middle, but yeah, you got plenty of space to hang up clothes. And if you don't have anybody to do that for you, maybe you're not handy like I am, when you move to San Antonio, I'll do this for you. I'm actually gonna put you in contact with a handyman, with an electrician, with a plumber, with an alarm system guy, whatever it is that you need, I got your back when you're moving to San Antonio. Oh, and there's another thing that I wanna mention. I don't know if you saw the video that I did a while back, and it's right here. It is the 10 most dangerous neighborhoods in San Antonio. Now, I put that video up and everybody went bananas over it. It's got a ton of great information, but I took it down from YouTube because it was actually messing with my algorithm. So if you want a copy of that video, do me a favor. There's a link below where you can sign up and I'll email it to you. All right, let's keep looking at this house. Now, everything that we saw on that side was the two bedrooms over there. So this home, just like it has a 3-car tandem garage, or you can have the actual washroom, it gives you options, right? So this is typically a 4-bedroom house, but as it sits here in the model home, it's a 3-bedroom house. But I'm going to tell you, the exclusion of that 3rd bedroom or the 4th bedroom, it makes sense, but we got to show you. Now, before you come in here, I'm going to warn you, you're gonna fall in love. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to let you look. So go ahead and check out this primary bedroom. Isn't this crazy? Like, look at this space. You can literally close this door, and let's say you and your wife or you and your husband just don't want to be bothered. You close the door, and this is where you live. You have your bedroom, you have a little living area that you could sit here, watch TV, and relax. Like, this is when people say an owner's retreat, this is what they're talking about. This is what really took it over the top for me. When I saw this home, I was like, OMG, like, I gotta show this house. I gotta show the way it sits because it just makes sense. Look at all this space. Like, this is an entire wing all to yourself. And I haven't even shown you the bathroom. So let's go take a look at that. So you walk into the bathroom and the elegance just continues, right? You have a standalone tub right here where you can take a bath. And then you have this dual vanity right over here. So you have 2 sinks. I love that they put this little cabinet in between because that's kind of like, it just separates the 2 areas. And I don't know about you, but my wife is always encroaching on my space. So this might limit her encroachment a little bit, but it probably won't. But anyway, it's really nice. I love they carried the same wood tone from the kitchen into the bathroom. And then of course you have this really great shower. Showers are my friend, right? Not just because I like taking a shower, but because I like talking about them. So again, look at the tile work. You have these little circles on the bottom, and it is a recess. So it's recessed, so the water is not going to ever come out of the shower itself. I like these really long, thin tiles, and then they work with this thicker horizontal tile. So you have vertical tile, horizontal tile, you have circles, and then the finishes. Look at this champagne colored finish. I love this. My client was like, do they all have that? And I said, this price point? Yeah, they all do. Like, this is the thing. And then this isn't a bench, but you could sit here. I mean, it's a little bench, it's a little knee wall. But the thing that you can do is you can put your leg up there and shave them legs. Make sure you don't have any stubbles on them. All right, let's go look at the closet. So you walk into the closet. The closet is a pretty good size. It's, I've seen bigger. I've heard that before, right? But this is an actual really good sized closet. The only thing that, again, that I would change, and I'll talk to the builder about that, is putting a higher rail so you can put those things that, you know, take up a lot of space, but you don't use them as often, right? And then you have your communication system right here, and look at this. Like, they have got this thing packed out. They have all kinds of Cat 6 cable. They have their router, their all that stuff right there, conveniently located. And then you can close that. I'm not going to do it because that's, you know, I'm going to mess up the builder security system or something. But you have all that right there, readily available. So it's compact, it's clean, it's out of the way, but you know exactly where it's at. Look at this window. I love all this sunlight that comes in. The only thing that I don't like about the window is that you can see right through it. So if I was laying here taking a bath and my neighbor walked upside, I don't know why he'd walk on the side of my house, but if he did and he looked in the house, I would be like totally exposed. So I would put something that obscures the view but still allows the light to come in. I can't get over this bedroom. This is such a great bedroom. Like, oh, and one more thing that I didn't mention is, look, you actually have access to your patio. So you can leave the door closed, the family stays over there, and then next thing you know, they're gonna see you out here in the backyard. So another area for entertainment is this backyard. You have this really nice covered patio. As you can tell, you have this sofa set here, you have this table, you could sit out here, play cards, you could, you know, drink a glass of wine, maybe a bottle of beer, just relax. have a barbecue, and have a good time. So you have ceiling fans which allow the air to circulate, but you also have this cedar covered ceiling and these nice long cedar beams that just give it that Texas look. So it's really nice. Let's talk about the area that we're in. So we are in Castroville. And again, it's a very small town on the west side of San Antonio. There's so many things to do. It's rich in history. The schools, by the way, are Medina Valley. And Medina Valley is, just like everywhere else in Texas, is all about football. So I know that they love football games. And one of the things that if you're not a hunter, you might want to become a hunter, because they have one of the best meat markets. It's called Zook's Meat Market. That's where I take my deer to get processed. They make some really great deer jerky. It's just a really great meat market. But all in all, you're out in the country. You have all the amenities of city life right down the street. You have this tranquil neighborhood, this beautiful home, and peace and quiet. A lot of my clients are veterans who have retired and don't want to be around people. This is perfect for you. So if you're interested in looking at this home and you want to, maybe talk a little bit more about your needs, there's actually in the same community some homes that sit on half an acre. They're a little bit more pricier, but they're right down the street. So if this is the kind of neighborhood that you're wanting to move into and you want to be out in the country, this is a great place. But if this is not the home that you're looking for, there's a ton of more new build homes right here that you could take a look at.